Is it time? Is it time for lantern rite?
Which is exactly why I took the position.
I think it is. We are going back. We're going back to Live for a lantern rite, and I mean I should do my dailies first. I'll do my dailies and then lantern rite for sure. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this particular lantern rite. I just if Strongly and Venti interact, I apologize in advance for my reaction because I've been waiting for this interaction since I don't know a year and a half. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I've wanted an Archon interaction since forever, and I'm just so glad that this is the one we're getting first. I'm very happy. If it happens, I'm still not sure. I hope it will. Also just Venti going around to that, going to festivals. I love that. The next one has to be in summer. Like he has to go to a festival in summer next because that would make sense. Let's do the ladies with the friendship team. This is supposed to be the friendship team, but I think I put it in the wrong spot. And it's the Let's Hunt team now, but that wasn't. That's not what the name is supposed to be. Also, I'm gonna get rid of the Genie because I don't want the Genie to be around while I'm like running around the for lantern, right? Can I get rid of her? Can I just turn it off? Remove. Thank you. Oh. Give me. I need so many of these. No. Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Gather.
Oh my god.
I hear everything. Can't see. Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty.
Okay. Where's the other ones? Where are the other ones? Also, I think tomorrow I can finish farming for a item. Or no, there's not gonna be enough materials. So I'm probably gonna be done by next week, I guess. But okay, I mean, it is what it is. I couldn't pre-farm at all, so meh.
Even bedrock can be turned to
I didn't mean to do that. I was going to plunge. Poor grandpa.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
Stabilize!
Nowhere to run!
Crumble!
Surrender!
Oh, that's a new one. I'm so glad I got the teleport points because I don't have all of them yet, but I have a few. That's nice. Oh, it's a time challenge? Interesting. Okay. Oh. Come on. What? You didn't. Come on. No. Don't attack me. I don't wanna fight. I didn't mean to attack you guys, I just wanted to get the mushroom. Oh, now you're dead, I guess. Oh, nice. How many more? Oh wait, some more. Nice. I guess I'm gonna follow that ceiling. Oh. Wait. I'm trying to read fast. I don't want to read it out loud. I don't like reading. Carries radars into this from fools all the while. All that due to his well-being. My own death I faked a few days prior to avoid his scrutiny, and I then struck first before he could attack someone. This stone slate, it was the major acceptance boy all along. Okay, it's likely then that there is no treasure to be found within Gudabad's corpse after all. We were deceived. Perhaps our journey really was accursed, just as Tarafa claimed. And our curse was Tarafa, and the mother he trusted in. Samael says that this keystone might be real, but I doubt it. Whatever the case may be, it is now worthless to us. So let it lie here, and you who come after, hear me now, may escape being deceived by those who you trust. Okay. Oh, this is part of. Okay. Because I started the world quest. I'm not gonna continue this now, but the names sound familiar, and that that's Shad's father. They were from But I'm trying to throw my David came together. Is this stone they left on the side of the road actually a keystone from the records? I'm also not sure how this thing might work. Do you have any idea? This stone slate. The symbol on the slate is lighting up. Did I just get? Oh, I got another. Cool. I didn't mean to do this. Oh well. We should go tell Tizard when we have time. I guess. Sure. I didn't like that's such a because it's not part of the because for the world quest I'm supposed to go talk to them now. Like this I guess it's something else related to the quest. I don't know. Oh, you're gonna make me fight, little silly. Okay, no, thank you. Where are you going? Hello. Oh my.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna go to Lantern Road. Now that I have all the commissions, yes. I will just grab my reward and go to Leo and play the first part of Lantern Rite, I guess.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra. Oh, I haven't done the Xiao Xiao test run, so I should probably do that because I really want Xiao Xiao, and we'll see if I build her. Like I think I have everything I need to ascend her to 90. I think. But I wasn't even trying to like farm for that, but I guess that's what we did.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
I love her. She's so cute.
Surrender and be gentle.
She's very cute. I love her.
Osmanthus wine.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go back to Levi for Lantern Rite. Let's have a wonderful time. Are we gonna talk to Shangli first? Because he was right there. I saw him. It was him. Yes, there he is.
Young Lee, what a pleasant surprise meeting you here.
We always meet him here.
Why, the pleasure is all mine, as is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. How have you fared as of late?
Everything has been great. Things have been alright.
Setbacks are inevitable over the course of a long journey. If you wish to share what's troubling you, allow me to lend my ear. There is no need to shoulder all burdens by yourself.
Oh, thanks.
You are too kind.
So, Young Lee, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea. However, I had planned to take a walk to Chingsa village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager there once gave me a small sample, and they possessed a most excellent flavor.
Is he going to make his signature dish? Is that why he wants the bamboo shoots?
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhang Li prefers the finer things in
Yes,
life, right?
exactly. Even though he has no money.
Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
Is she making fun of Shangli? It feels like she's making fun of him.
An astute observation, Paimon. You know me well indeed. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list.
Oh.
May I ask if you have already made arrangements for the days ahead?
No, we haven't. We can definitely do your grocery shopping for you.
Before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots in all the land. Generous cuts of pork belly and crisp, fragrant bamboo shoots placed together in the pot and left to simmer slowly for half a day.
He knows Paimon well enough. He knows what he's doing. Paimon is never going to say no to soup, to food in general, so he knows what he's doing.
This on purpose.
Yeah.
Paimon's onto your plan. You just want to hoodwink us into fetching your bamboo for
Yes,
you.
that's what he wants to do. That's exactly what he's planning.
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you of the freshest, most succulent and flavorful bamboo shoots
Yes,
one could
this is
ever
definitely not an excuse to like get off work.
Let's go, traveler. Paimon's taste buds can't take it anymore.
Oh my god, just help the old man.
Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long.
Oh, okay.
Paimon has got to get her hands on some of that soup.
So we're doing
Such
it.
fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well. I shall leave the bamboo shoots to you. Should you have the good fortune to find some, please share them with me as well.
See? See? Paimon knew he was just bamboozling us.
However, there is no need to rush. The streets of Lille will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. By all means, go wherever your interests lead you. The nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast. What an honor it would be to savor them in the company of friends.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, young Lee.
Take care now, you two.
Hello, I'm you. So we need to go get the bamboo shoots for the old man. Is that all? Is that all? I guess that's how we continue this part of the story. To open the thing. The event stage.
Bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one. These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Oh.
Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there.
Oh, look at her. Look at her.
Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
Oh, that's someone from Fontaine, alright.
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
Oh, is it a bard? Is it a bard from Fontaine?
Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, a little girl? Greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I love her.
Whoa, she's so well made.
She's so cute.
My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from
musician
Fontaine.
from Fontaine.
I came through Stone Gate.
That
intending
looks
to
like
head
a
towards Lille
musician
Harbor.
from Fontaine,
Then I
alright.
became captivated by the beautiful scenery. Then before long, I was completely lost. Just now, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. Don't let your mind wander. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. I'll remember to be more careful next time.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. It's only natural for me to extend my hospitality to any guests who are passing through. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. It's very important to keep your energy levels up. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us? Aw, what a thoughtful kid! She even has some for Paimon! You're welcome. Mmm, so tasty. If only there were more. Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was gonna run into you, I would have made a second batch.
Oh
Hope
my
you're taking
god.
notes, traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon.
Oh god.
What do you think, sir? Are Levi's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar cooking process. Both are delicious in their own way. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Wait, is this actually like, so the Iridescence tour is not a scam? There's people actually organizing it, or is he the scammer then? Because what? It's an actual thing? It exists? Oh my god, Shinyan's gonna have a few words with you because like, what?
Iridescence tour?
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation.
Yeah, but every time you haven't done it.
At least
Like, you keep
all the
saying
main
that you're gonna
organizers
do
share this
it, and
goal.
then the tour gets
Unfortunately,
just.
it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details.
No, I want to know
But anyway,
the details.
so the
Why
main
have
reason
you
I'm
been?
traveling all around Tavad is to promote our music festivals. But I have some personal
Why have you been
reasons, too.
scamming people?
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors. I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Oh, I love listening to stories. We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake during his travels. As he was sinking and gasping for breath, he heard a wondrous tune in the air. They say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention and almost made him forget the fact that he was drowning. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called the Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight, playing along with you.
Wow.
Well, yes. As it stands now, it's become a touch too romantic and detached from reality. But I understand the original story and its historical grounding better than anyone else. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestors' steps and search for that lady's modern-day descendants. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. So I always knew that the search would be akin to looking for a needle in a haystack. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth. The wish that I've spent half my life chasing after has now become something of an obsession.
I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again! Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in and of itself. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that the Animo Archon returned to Mondstadt for a festival in the fall, and learned that he himself is a patron deity of music. So I prayed for the Animo Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral, and as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, I noticed a cluster of leaves being blown in the wind further and further west, towards Stone Gate.
So, like, they went to give him a sign to tell him, no, I'm not gonna be in Mondstadt now, I'm gonna be in Liyue for the festival.
A friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of Liyue. So I
Yeah.
followed their advice and made my way here.
A friendly local. Was the friendly local Venti? Was it him?
Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone that agrees with me eventually.
Oh my god.
Are you
If
sure?
it was Venti.
It sounds a bit too much like one of those fake legends told by those treasure hoarder guys to scam gullible grannies from Chingsa village.
Oh wow.
Lex Lapis has returned to the world. Just give me some incense and a little more towards the travel fees.
Oh,
and
I
will
love
pass
her.
your
I
gift
love
on to
Xiao
the
Xiao.
Lord of Geo and ask him to keep
Xiao
you
Xiao.
and your family safe and well. And so on and so on. Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff. And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over more of, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of more on several bottles of fine wine, which I left at the Statues of the Seven along the way.
Of course.
Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen?
Of
Why don't we
course.
bring you all to Eugene Terrace to see Miss
Was
Gunview?
I mean
I don't know very many people, so
did
I can't
Venti
help you out
scam
much.
this guy?
But Miss Ganyu and the Qixing know just about
I mean,
everything.
is it a scam if
you've
it's
been
true that
scammed,
he's
they'll
gonna
help
be
you get
here?
your Mara back. If
So
the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking for that lady's family, they'll be the best people to ask.
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was going to take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so it's no trouble at all. You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before Lantern, right?
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all. I will never forget your kindness.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. I'll be your guide. Remember to watch where you're going, okay? Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job. Oh well. Paimon will just be a cheerleader instead.
I wouldn't mind replacing Paimon for Yao Yao. Like I really wouldn't mind. Can we do that? The worst part of it, like I was warming up to Paimon. I really was. But in Subaru, like she's been.
This weather is perfect for
I
doing
don't know.
nothing at all.
I don't like her attitude at all.
Liyue Harbor looks very different from when I came last. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great! Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
I'm glad it's not making us walk with the characters because that's always very annoying. Xinyan!
Hi everyone! Fancy meeting you all here. What a nice surprise.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce some new friends. They are...
Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up.
Yep.
What's going on, Mr. Dvorak?
Thank you. Thank you for pointing it out.
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something or other has come up to stop our plans from materializing.
Is that right? I guess it can't be helped. So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on a music festival during the Lantern Rite celebrations?
A Lantern Rite music festival? Yes, please!
No, I'm actually here on personal business this time.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite music festival?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start putting something together right now, I think it'd be too rushed.
Wait, but we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity! Well, sure, it might not work out, but it can't hurt to bring it up as a suggestion. That's the spirit! See? Even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. Dvorak, don't let yourself be put off by the fact that a few things haven't worked out recently. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from the Yunhan Opera Troupe, we should be able to get something going.
But what about you, Xinyan?
Xinyan really said,
this one out?
fine, I'll do it myself. Like, she's gonna do everything, isn't it?
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. I'll give it a shot. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? I thought you'd never ask. Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. I'm gonna head back right away and start working on this. Yao Yao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan! So about the senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now, is that anyone we know?
I've got
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that. Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere.
So it is Madame
Full of
Ping.
energy
So it is
like
Madame
you.
Ping. I don't remember the adapter name, but
I haven't seen
I
you
wasn't
in
sure.
days,
I
Master.
assumed that it was Madame
I've
Ping.
missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the lantern rite, are we?
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence Tour is a super famous music festival.
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of thing. A music festival, you say? It sounds terribly exciting.
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern, or is there any other issue?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. Nevertheless, all fine things in life can be appreciated. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yao Yao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with, yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
You mustn't be afraid to try new things. If you never try, you'll never know. With your contribution, I'm sure this year's Lantern Rite will be a most spectacular one.
While the Millelith stands guard. Though the clouds may darken and light.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs,
please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take my leave now.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried chingshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again. Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah, Paimon will do the honors. What's wrong? Did Paimon go over everything a bit too fast? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon's more than happy to go over it again.
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival.
All very valid points. I completely understand.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue, let's reserve a space at the docks. Yes, my thoughts precisely. Now I just need to take some time to give this proposal some polish. As long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons, and highlight the key points of the proposal, given that Ping and the Traveler have both given the idea their blessing, I'm confident that Qixing will be sure to give it serious consideration. Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue, as well as their catering and accommodation requirements.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu's as diligent as ever. I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good at. So, with that in mind, Ganyu shouldn't feel compelled to become perfect at absolutely everything. I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me. Wow! Hey, Yo-Yo, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again. I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time we meet. Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like? Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Here's what I've drafted so far. Anything else you want to add?
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here. Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as this. I will inform the Qixing of this development immediately. Please give me a moment to pass on the message. Yao Yao, Thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure to take them.
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw.
I will.
Okay, I should be getting back. If Yao-Yao stays out for too long, Mom and Dad will be worried sick. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yao Yao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime!
Greetings, Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Please, the Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. It's like a dream come true. Right, time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in. Oh, that. That can wait for another time.
Oh.
Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that I forgot all about it.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like, so it was always going to be a long shot. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the Lantern Rite.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance, I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an Adeptus. What do you think? To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the Adepti
It's
myself.
called Retainer.
I am part human and part Qilin. The Qilin is an illuminated beast. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before, trying to find out where I belonged.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So it's not just artistic license?
Oh my god, do they outside of Liyue, do they think that it's just legends? That's
Like Kiryu
interesting.
himself. There's nothing specifically stopping you from going there, but getting in and out of there is quite an ordeal.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking to uncover a lost melody or shine light on a forgotten aspect of Liyue's cultural history, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now. In that case, Ganyu, shall we divide the work between us?
Yes, that was also my thought.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to our network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days, as long as I don't sleep.
Wait, what do you mean
What?
as long as I don't
No.
sleep?
You have to
Someone
sleep.
with illuminated beast blood
Concerned
in their veins,
girlfriend.
working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health. Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching. Be it but 3 moons from the start,
Okay.
he who returns is not he that departs. Even I know the importance of maintaining a healthy work-life balance.
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search? You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company. Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak. We'll get to the bottom of this.
You're all so helpful and kind. I just...
Just think, imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be such a happy reunion, and that's exactly what this festival's all about.
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this lantern rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site? Ooh, we're coming too!
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival. I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang. But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand.
Strange melody?
In that case,
We will handle it. Is it gonna be...
There's a ton of different things in the city
I
that
wonder.
needs your attention. Leave it to us. Don't worry. Whatever it is, we'll definitely be able to handle it. Well, he will handle it.
With the traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help. I will inform Lady Ningguang about the situation. Once it's resolved, please come and find me again at Yujing Terrace and let me know.
Will do. And say hi to Ningguang for us. You have my thanks, too. Stay safe and come back as soon as you're finished.
Good luck.
Like, I wonder who we are going to find, if it's gonna be like related to the guy's story, or if it's just gonna be Vendi, because that's also an option. But we'll see. I don't know.
This strange tune is coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yelan.
it's you two.
Yelan? How'd you sneak up on us like
Nice
that?
to see her
You
again.
nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
Fair enough.
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good condition, though. It can't have been too long ago that someone was last living here.
Solidify!
One man's stone is another man's
We have chests with mirror. That's amazing.
This place is completely empty. There's nothing valuable left here at all. The doors and windows are all fine, so there definitely wasn't a break-in. How strange. It looks like it's been looted, except for the fact that there's no sign of a struggle. The bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then how do you explain why the door and windows are intact?
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Yelan, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well, Paimon gives up then. Paimon's got nothing.
What about you? Give up as well? Yep. It's not obvious at first sight, that's for sure. To be honest, I was only able to put it all together because of some background knowledge about this area. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a horn every time they were about to raid a village. But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune, meant to intimidate the weak and warn them of their impending doom. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight, taking only their most valuable belongings with them. Everything else was left behind. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the villagers' hearts. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again, and flee immediately. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force their way in.
That's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal. On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not gonna work today. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Evidently, they were intent on keeping even the most experienced investigators off their trail. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just need to follow Yelan.
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not so much that it would slow them down. Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction. Huh. Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick any, be sure to...
There they are! Look! A treasure hoarder tent! Ugh, not the treasure hoarders again! And so close to Lantern Ride, too! 'Tis not the season for their antics!
Come on, let's round them up.
Stabilize!
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Hey! Who are you? Where did you come from?
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't you do us both a favor,
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not, but you should be.
Quietly. Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all. There's no going back now. Better up my game.
Busted.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as well finish the job.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do whatever you say. Please have mercy.
Tell us everything. You have one chance, and I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. So Lantern Rite's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So I don't have the guts to break into somebody's house.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay, continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do, and eventually I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did, and they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy, I couldn't resist. It was completely wrong of me, I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition, and it'll be like it was never gone. Please, give me a chance, huh? Let me make it right.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Rite behind bars.
Yes? Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them in person. After that, I'll escort you to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, ma'am!
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here. Guess this is where I'll say goodbye.
What is it? Is there something else?
There
I'm
has
still
there
not
has to
sure
be
how
more
you first
to
got
it,
your
right?
hands on this information. So play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here. You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit.
That's this
Just take
moment.
it. It works better for me too. See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Yeon's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete.
Very much that random event. Yeah. Okay.
Never got that treasure hoarder guy to play the melody again.
Paimon is too self-aware. Paimon, do you know this is a game? Blink twice.
Cause Paimon's curious, that's why. It's like when you have a tune stuck in your head, but you don't even know what it is. It's driving Paimon crazy. When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy, recall happy memories, or even just think happy thoughts. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes. Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon's musical understanding improves again! Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Byron's still waiting for us with our random event rewards.
Random event reward. Like seriously, just a commission. Just a commission, but instead of the Adventurers Guild giving it to us, it was the choosing, I guess. That's just very funny. I do wonder if it's gonna come back in some way, or if it was just like a little thing to show that music can be used in wrong ways too, or something like that.
Byron, we're back! Everything's all sorted!
That's great news. Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang instructed me to advise her upon your return.
Ningguang, Ningguang.
My greetings to both of you.
Hello,
Long
it's been
time
a
no
while.
see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Rite. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. The financing arrangements alone could well entail many rounds of discussion. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're already thinking that far ahead?
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this time?
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era. I wonder whether the melodies will be to their liking.
Oh, they're gonna love them. I'm sure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and heroes of the past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful bunch. They're sure to be open to new music.
Well, let's hope so. I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a fairy lady from a Fontaine legend. I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most charming tale. Do share it with me, won't you? I couldn't bear to miss out.
While the Lilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. While the Lilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail. stands guard, evil shall never prevail. While the Millelith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
Okay, so first part done then. I'm sad because I was hoping Venti would make an appearance now, but it makes sense that it will be later because he's gonna hear about the festival and he's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna play the festival thing, I guess. But also, can't I go back to Shangwei to give him the bamboo shoots? Am I gonna carry them until the end of the event? Am I gonna have to give it to him later? Can I find him again? No, he's not there anymore. Sad times. Oh well. I have 4 quests. Not this ones. I have 4 quests here. So, let's go... No. First... Yeah, okay, let's do the Yelan one first. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, just outside. I think this is the one that Yelan is involved in. These are really clear, then What are we busy with? So it's like this. For this year's Lantern Rite Festival, we of the Liyue Harbor Adventurers Guild have been dispatched by the Ministry of Civil Affairs to help with some tertiary tasks. The Millelith are primarily responsible for patrolling the city and other key areas. We, on the other hand, get to go out and clear out some monsters, along with those good-for-nothing bandits too. Speaking of which, you're a registered adventurer. I didn't get to read that. Okay. Yes, I will help because isn't this supposed to be the holidays? Because I always help. I want the promotions. I'm saving for Baishu. How much additional compensation are we talking about? Trust me, it's plenty. That depends on how much work I still have left. I knew you wouldn't stay idle, blah blah. Okay. Yes, I will accept. I will fight the monsters. So this is the fighting one, right? Yes, this is the fighting one. Let's see how much, and we have 1 open, and then vigilant. Oh, we're going to the Alcor. We're going to the Crux. The Crux, not the Alcor. What was the Alcor? The Crux. But there was an wasn't there? Why do I because I always make that same mistake. I always think, oh, it's the Alcor. No, it's the Crux. Oh, okay, no, it is the Alcor. The Alcor is the ship, the Crux is the entire, like, fleet. So it is the Alcor. I was right. Good. Hi. Happy Lantern Rite. Thank you. Happy Lantern Rite. Yeah. Oh, this one is the one that I'm not gonna like because I never like events in boats. Everyone ate and Paimon also checked those how too. Well, Vanos and a feast. That's great. Paimon had no idea that Beidou had such an eye for detail. Actually, the captain has always been meticulously keeping the fleet's affairs in order. Yeah, we know this. Not only do we crew members get paid very well, but during past lantern rides, she's also prepared gifts for our families. Before the captain got some business information from the Tatron on how to improve management strategies for the crowds. The revenue of the fleet has soared, so the captain has also increased our pay. In this way, the crew will be in tip-top shape by any challenge. When the new recruits hear about how well the Crux fleet treats its crew, they'll be extra motivated. Challenge? During London rides, shouldn't everyone be on vacation? You guys seem to be working overtime. Everyone works overtime in the UA, apparently. It's just how things are over there. It's not like that, don't worry. The captain has done all the research in advance. Some of the crew were given early leave, while the others were given days off later on. Thus, everyone gets time off, and there will always be someone to man the Alcor. I was amongst the group that got earlier vacation time, and I came back to my post completely refreshed. I'm currently getting ready for my training examination, Vigilance at Sea. It's a new challenge. Yep, you guessed it. During the past few years, the volume of seaborne trade in the harbor has been soaring, and many people have joined up as sailors. Taking to the high seas is a matter of patience, bravery, and perception. These are highly demanded qualities. Sailors have to be well trained in order to navigate safely. In addition to obtaining the 4 major qualifications and the 5 minor qualifications, which total 9 navigation-related qualifications stipulated by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Oh my god. 2 years of maritime training and apprenticeship are also required. 9 qualifications and 2 more years of training. But that's a lot. That's so demanding. It's no big deal. After all, it's far better to undergo rigorous training in preparation for work than to go to the sea and encountering an unpleasant surprise and prepared. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. The Ministry of Civil Affairs organizes most of these training courses. Everyone with passable knowledge of the sailing could coast by them. These subjects aren't too difficult. Of course, some ships will also have to traverse dangerous waters, which will hopefully give them some experience. Given the experience of the Crux fleet in dealing with rough sea situations, we and the Ministry of Civil Affairs have organized an intensive navigation training program. Sailors who pass the training will get a deep sea navigation qualification certificate on completion, as well as some rewards prepared by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Considering I have the best knowledge of the surrounding waters, the captain has tasked me with planning this training examination. Wait a minute. Speaking of sailing, you two are pretty good with that wave rider, no? Do you guys want to give it a try? Sure, yes. Give me the primos. If you don't mind, I would also like you guys to give me some feedback about this test, positive or negative. That way I will be able to improve it in a timely manner. Sure. Okay, so you can complete the challenge in both single player and multiplayer mode. My question is, you get rewards for both, but my question is there two sets of rewards, one for each mode, or is it the same rewards no matter which mode you play in, and it's just if you want a bigger challenge or not, I guess. It has 3 stages. Stage will be chosen randomly. The Wave Rider will not be able to use its heavy cannon when the challenge begins. You will gain random techniques by collecting problems in each stage. Make use of these techniques to smoothly sail through the challenge. During the challenge, the Wave Rider's HP will be replaced by durability. In Billowing Waves mode, once your Wave Rider's durability is depleted, you will lose all challenge coins. Oh my god, you have already... This is gonna be... I'm gonna hate this one. I don't like Wave Rider challenges. I suck at like using the Wave Rider. You have already gained and entered the Voyage Observer state. Your Wave Rider will not be able to collect any challenge coins or problems in this state. You will exit this state after a while, and your Wave Rider can participate in the challenge again. In Tranquil Waters mode, once your Wave Rider's durability is depleted, the challenge will end and your score will be calculated. Okay. The more challenge coins you have at the end of the challenge, the higher your final score will be. Okay. So we have those two. Let's go to the other ones. I'm guessing this is the shadow one, paper shadow thingies. I think there was one of those. Look at that, it's so pretty. There goes. Happy Lantern, right? We've been having lots of fun, but why is Paimon getting a strange feeling that we've met before? You guys are extremely diligent adventurers, so I'm sure we bumped into each other at some point. I usually hang out around the Fenian slope, looking to recruit new people into the Adventurers Guild. Everyone and their cats and dogs passing by have probably heard my voice. You do look a bit familiar. Yes, it means my efforts were noticed by you guys. All the more reason for you to experience my masterpiece. At this point, of course I'll lend you a hand. Can you tell us... Okay, where is... I'll go to the chase. Recently I came across a new novel at the One Book House. No, that's not it. Rather, I gathered some new information. I've noticed that people's expectations for adventure are rising, and activities such as climbing and wind gliding are not as exciting as they used to be. In order to get more people to join the Adventurers Guild, we need to come up with more novel and exciting approaches. So I teamed up with a couple other recruiters, pulled together our resources, consulted a few expert mountain climbers and firework craftsmen, and designed a new racing challenge. Okay. Oh, so this is the racing challenge. These ones are okay. Like I tend to like these ones. There are many mechanisms laid out in the challenge. Just step on them and use the momentum from the fireworks and gunpowder blast to accelerate into the sky. So for the challenge, you want to blast people into the sky. Firework flying behind them. Why are you so excited? You're also going up. Although with your strength, an explosive barrel bursting in front of you wouldn't faze you, but who knows, it might blow you away. Literally. Not to worry, the explosion is contained inside a tough device. I've taken the necessary precautions to make sure it's safe and injury-free. I've also filed a patent with the Ministry of Civil Affairs and have publicized the event many times. Please do not steal my idea. There are so many hurdles. We've already put a lot of thought into this. As far as I can tell, just doing this racing challenge will stir the spirit of adventure even in an average passerby. Esteemed ones, your reputation precedes you. If you guys take point on this racing challenge, you will be sure to attract a lot of people. I have also prepared great rewards for the challenge. They'll be sure to encourage more people to join the Adventurers Guild. Okay. Firework and gunpowder race, let's go. Let's do this. This one and one more. One more. Oh, it's right next to us. A performance going on at the Nordruff. This notice is so vague, it doesn't say what the show is or who's gonna perform in it. The man wonders where the location is, but if we can't find it, we could always ask people on the street. There's a lot of people there. So many people gathered here, maybe just for the show. Let's ask around. Oh, this is the paper thing. Paper puppets, I think. Fortune and health, peace and love. Hello. Is there going to be a performance here soon? Yes, there's going to be a paper play. Are you guys here for it too? So, this opera is called... Is it Leeway Opera? No. Paper play and Leeway operas are not the same thing. The show is about to begin. Be quiet. You'll know it when you see it. Honored guest, we will be performing Brave Beer today. Before the show, if you want to head to the restroom or grab a beverage, now's a good time. We will wait for no one when the show begins. Yes, okay, yeah, okay, sorry. The story of the Brave Beard is quite long. In fact, it'll be long to do it all in one go, so they will let the audience pick which scene they want to see during their mission. Wait. I'm trying to listen to the play. I won't butt in anymore, I promise. So dear guest, what part of Brave Beard's story would you like to see today? Would you like to see Mountain Bound or Worshipping Adepti? Maybe Exorcising Demons or Ascension. As long as you can name it, I can perform it. They're gonna fighting monsters. He's so handsome and wins every time. You've seen Worshipping Adepti and Exorcising Demons so many times already. Haven't you got tired of it? I want to see the part where the Brave Beard goes home to see his sister. The Brave Beard has a sister? How have I not heard of this? I definitely haven't seen that before. How impressive. Not many people would request Homecoming. After all, only real fans know about it. Alright, just in time for Lantern Rite, I will not... Just in time for Lantern Rite, we will not perform the plots featuring monsters. We shall spin a tale of how lovers end up together. Okay. There are 3 characters who shall appear in this scene, aside from our Brave Beard, with whom you are familiar, of course. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Do you understand any of this? So this is a story about a guy called Brave Beard, right? It looks like there's a lot of supporting characters as well. But so far there's only one performer on stage. And there's a folding screen? How is it gonna work? Someone has never seen a paper play before, yeah.
Someone in the back asked how I, a lone performer, can be in different places at once and make this performance work. It's puppets, Paimon, come on. Well, our paper play may not be as exquisite as Liyue operas, but we certainly have our own distinctive flavors. As you may know, the characters in Liyue operas are portrayed by real people in the flesh. The actors in our performances, however, are portrayed with paper figures pasted on silk. And Liyue operas take place on a large wooden stage. The stage for our performances, however, is but a paper screen on a wooden shelf. Our actors and stages are all made of paper, and that's why we call it a paper play. I am the narrator, but I am no actor. You will meet the 3 paper actors in just a moment. Would it be okay if you introduce them to his story? You know, the one you always start with. That's called the establishing moment. I always enjoy that too. Please perform it for us. Establishing moment, okay. It is said that the sky is the limit, but the walls of the world are also limitless. There was once a man named, I don't want to butcher that, suffering from human injustice, who resorted to dwelling amongst the mountains and rivers. So much reading. By chance he became a disciple of an adeptus, changed his appearance, and grew a black beard. Thus, he is known as Braybeard. At the behest of the adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons with his sword. The Braybeard trained for many years and finally acquired the philosophy of the adeptus. Right before he returned to the adeptal abode, he was summoned to recall the past. It turned out that he still had an attachment to the common folk society, where he had a sister at home. The poor sister, Yvonne, was now alone and helpless. She thought that her brother had lived a miserable life and never imagined that he would return home. As to what happened next, I shall show you right away. I will clap. Thank you. We are supposed to continue the show, but I can tell that these 2 guests are still a little perplexed. I think it would be better if I ask these 2 to volunteer from the audience by coming forward and assisting me in directing the scene. But we don't. How would that make sense? We know nothing about what's going on. It will give you both a good look, and it will help the actors move forward on this stage. What do you think? Why didn't you invite me? I know all about paper plays. You gotta remember to invite me. You just gotta. You have been up there too many times already. Quit making a fuss and enjoy the show. That's fine with me. I'm gonna help direct this scene. Yeah. Then I shall ask you to prepare. As soon as you 2 are in position, the performance will begin. Alright. So this is the paper play thing. I'm gonna do one of these. Yes, let's try. Homecoming, scene 1. After the performance begins, the actor named who I don't know how to say it. Will move at a fixed speed across the stage and will change directions upon making contact with the paper, theater's edge, or any obstacles. This reminds me so much of a Flash game that I used to love. It was called The Pretender. And yeah, it reminds me of that. Traps will appear to impede the journey, and touching them will cause the performance to fail. Move the stage sections to change his path and avoid traps, such as that he can reach his destination. Okay, so it's similar to begin. No. Okay. No, wait.
If I do this... Oh, there. There we go. He made it.
Spring forth!
No, my sword!
Sita!
I do not like this one. No, I don't like it.
It's raining again. In some legends, thunderbolts are a form of judgment from the gods above.
Propagate! Rain outlines your fate.
Surrender! This is order. Solidified!
have order. Scatter! Nowhere to run. So, judgment is upon us. Stay condemned. Order guide you. Gather. Here. Surrender.
Witness the power of Guwa.
Through me, justice is served. Guilty.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a break, stretch, and then I'm gonna come back and play All Haytam's story quest because I'm not home tomorrow, so I wanna do it now.
Osmanthus wine tastes the